Hi, I'm Paul with RockOutfitters.com, here to show you the Thule T2 Pro XT platform hitch bicycle carrier. Here we have it installed in the back of this vehicle. It's the Jeep Grand Cherokee with a 2-inch receiver hitch. And I'll go over some of the key features that make this rack unique, starting with its heavy-duty design, which is all very strong steel construction, giving it the capability of carrying up to 4 bikes with the 2-bike add-on. So it's in that category of heavy-duty rack, yet it's still very lightweight considering how strong it is. So first I'll go ahead and put it in from the deployed position into the stowed position. I'll just grab the handle, rotate it up, and I'm going to pull it off the vehicle just to show how it's being held into the hitch. So for starters, we have a auto pin on the passenger side and a turn knob, and I'll show you that in detail here. So on one side we have this auto pin, which is there to help align it with the hitch pin hole on the side of the receiver hitch, and that makes it very easy to locate that hole without having to even watch and feel for it. Then here you have a wedge, which is connected to a threaded rod to the handle on the accessible side there, and that's what's going to wedge the hitch base into the corner of the receiver hitch, giving it very effective vertical and horizontal anti-sway. While we're in this position, you can see the grid engineering of the hitch base, making it very, very strong, yet the grid cutouts reduce the weight significantly. This rack only weighs 52 pounds. Okay, so to install it, it's always best to have it in this right angle position, the stowed position. And you can see where my leg is here to help guide the hitch base down onto the bottom ledge of the receiver, and then I'll bring it into the vertical position as it slides inward. And then without even looking, I can press in the auto pin with my finger, slide forward, finds that hole instantly, and at that point you have it in the right position, but we need to remove all this play. And to do that, you simply turn this knob, which is tightening that wedge, and as I'm tightening it, I want to jiggle it a little bit to make sure that that wedge is nested into the corner. So I can get a little bit tighter by kind of shaking it a touch, and now you'll see it's a very, very rigid connection to the vehicle in both vertical and horizontal planes. Okay, so now this knob, once it's fully tightened, it has a locking feature to it as well. So you can insert the key, turn it to the lock position, and now that knob spins freely, and there's no way to remove the rack from the hitch until you unlock it and unscrew it. Now in this position, you can also see another feature that gives excellent bicycle positioning. So you have 4 bolts, and those bolts allow you to slide the tray back and forth in the slots. And that way, if you ever have 2 bikes on the rack that have conflict, you can offset the 2 bikes to minimize or most likely eliminate any conflict between 2 bikes. Okay, also while we're in this position, you can see the handle. So to remove the rack from the stowed position to the deployed or carrying position, you just simply grab that handle and lift. It's a one-handed operation, and then pull down. It'll automatically snap into the deployed position. Now to load a bike, you put this ratcheting hold down arm out of the stowed position and push it forward. Press the button on the inside to extend it completely out. Then on the back here, you have your rear wheel cradle, which slides back and forth to match up with the length of the bicycle wheelbase. I'll press the release button in and allow that ratcheting strap to become undone and allow us to put the bicycle in place. So I'll grab the bicycle. This bicycle happens to be a 29er. So I put the front wheel into the front wheel cradle, and then I'll do this little trick, which is to dip the rear wheel down up underneath the strap to get the strap through the spokes. And then the next thing we want to do while holding onto the bike is bring this arm up and over the front wheel and bring the hook down onto the tire as close as you can get it without it actually touching the first point of contact. In this case, it's the V-brake here. So I got it in contact. Once it makes contact, I want to pull firmly to get 1 or 2 more clicks out of it. Make sure you got a good solid fit. Jiggle a little bit, make sure there's no play. Try again, and you got a good firm click to hold that in place. Now in the back, we want this rear wheel cradle to be centered, which is directly underneath the axle of the wheel. So all I have to do is just push it a little bit and then run the strap through the spokes. There is a rubber pad protector that protects the rim from the harder edge of that ratcheting strap. Now with this, I can do two things. I can ratchet it, I can push it, or I can pull it, however you want to get that strap secure to where the wheel won't bounce from that position. Now, I discussed this is a 29er wheel size. This can accommodate anywhere from this larger diameter wheel all the way down to a 20-inch, anywhere in between with no adapters or anything. Also, it covers a very wide range of tire widths, anywhere from a narrow road bike tire all the way up to a fat bike tire size. Okay, so another nice feature of this design is that you have full accessibility into the back of the vehicle, even with bikes loaded. So to do that, you once again pull that lever, drop down the platform, and then I can go over here and open up the rear hatch. And there you can see you have full access. This bike also happens to have pretty wide handlebars, but there's no interference with the handlebars or the pedal or anything. So you've got excellent Then to put it back, you can, without even releasing the lever, you can just grab the end of it and lift. Another great thing about that is that the lever and handle is at the best point to give you the best leverage to lift the weight of the bikes on the rack. Having that handle there is very nice. Now the other thing is the security. So we discussed security of locking the rack to the hitch, but you also have security of locking the bikes to the rack. Each bike gets its own independent cable, which is housed conveniently in this arm. That just extends out all the way, and then you slide down this locking portion of it. You want to wrap that cable around the bicycle frame and then lock it back to itself. Also very conveniently, it will use the exact same key that locked the rack to the hitch. It's part of Thule's one key system. So same key, you'll get two keys with the rack, and you've got that bicycle secured to the rack. So those are all the key features of the Thule T2 Pro XT. This product, along with a full line of Thule products, are available at ratchoutfitters.com. And thank you for watching.